The people getting rich from AI are not the smartest ones. They're the ones with better foundational skills. They are not more technical than you. Most of them cannot write a single line of code. What they have is 9 skills that almost everyone else skips. And here is the uncomfortable part. In a few years, these skills will be basic knowledge, the way email and spreadsheets are basic knowledge today. Nobody will pay you extra for knowing them. But right now, the window is wide open, and knowing them puts you ahead of almost everybody. So today, I am giving you all 9 in order, plus the exact prompt to use anytime you are stuck on anything. Let's get into it. Skill number 1 is the one most people skip, and it is the foundation for all the others. Change your default reaction. Think about what you actually do the moment you get stuck. Most people do one of 3 things. They ask someone else, and then they wait. They search Google and drown in a billion links and ads, or they just stay stuck, spinning, overthinking, getting more frustrated by the minute. Here's the new rule. When you hit a problem, your first move is to ask AI. Not your second move after an hour of Googling, your first move. Confusing assembly instructions for something you just bought? Take a photo with your phone, drop it into the app, and ask what to do next. Error message you have never seen? Paste it in. A contract clause that reads like a foreign language? Paste it in and ask what it means in plain English. This sounds too simple to be a skill. It is absolutely a skill because your old reflex is years deep and it will keep firing until you retrain it. Watch yourself this week. Every time you feel that stuck feeling, catch it and take the question to AI first. The people pulling ahead are not the ones with the best answers. They are the ones who stopped staying stuck. Skill number 2 is skepticism. Because the moment asking AI becomes your default, you run into the next problem. Not everything AI tells you is true. AI can be confidently, fluently, beautifully wrong. There is a famous case of a lawyer who walked into court citing 3 legal cases that did not exist. The AI invented them, and he never checked. Do not be that lawyer. The rule is trust but verify. If AI gives you a link, click the link and read what it actually says. If AI gives you a number, a law, a deadline, a medical claim, anything you are about to act on, make it show you where that came from. And here is something the heaviest AI users all know. If you lean on AI hard enough, you can get it to agree with almost anything. So never let it just tell you what you want to hear on a big decision. Ask it to argue the other side. Ask it what it would say if it disagreed with you. Skepticism is not distrust. It is the difference between using AI as a tool and being used by it. Skill number 3 is context, and this one transforms the quality of everything AI gives you. Here is the simple truth. The answers you get are only as good as the background information you feed in. Say you type, "Write me a social media post," 6 words. AI knows nothing about your business, your audience, your offer, or what good looks like to you. Of course, the output is generic. Now imagine handing that same assignment to a brand new employee using only those 6 words. They would stare at you. And when they guessed wrong, whose fault would that be? So give AI what you would give a person. First, the task. Write me a social media post. Second, the information. Here is my business. Here is who I help. Here is the result I get for them. Third, the constraints. Here is who I do not target. Here are the phrases I never use. And then, my favorite part. One little line at the very end. Ask me clarifying questions before you start. That one line flips the entire conversation because now AI pulls the missing pieces out of you instead of guessing. And here is the prompt I promised you at the start. For any time you are stuck on anything, open Claude and type this. I want to achieve this goal. Then name your goal. Then add, what do you need from me to give me the best possible answer? Then just answer its questions. The first time you try this, you will be shocked at how much context you were leaving out. Skill number 4, go to AI before you go to the expert. Here is the old way. You hit something you do not understand. Taxes, contracts, hiring, marketing. So you book the accountant, the lawyer, the consultant at hundreds of dollars an hour. And then you burn the first half of that expensive hour asking beginner questions. The new way flips it. Let AI answer the beginner questions for free. Ask it to explain the topic like you are brand new. Ask what questions someone in your position should be asking. Ask where people usually get burned. Then walk into the meeting already educated and spend the entire hour on strategy, the part the expert is actually worth paying for. You are not replacing the expert. You are upgrading the conversation. Same hour, 10 times the value. Skill number 5. Treat AI like a new hire, not a vending machine. This is one of the biggest mistakes I see. Someone tries an AI tool once, the output is mediocre, and they announce that AI does not work for them. Think about a new hire on day one. They do not know your business, your voice, or your standards. You do not fire them at lunch on the first day. You give them feedback. Day 1, they are rough. Day 30, they are getting it. Most companies do not even consider a person fully ramped until day 90. AI ramps way faster than 90 days, but it will not be perfect on day 1, and it is not supposed to be. So work with it the way you would work with that hire. Give it your context, let it try, and then tell it exactly what was wrong. And in Claude, there is a magic version of this. At the end of a work session, say, reflect on the conversation we just had and update your memory. Claude carries those corrections forward, so every piece of feedback compounds. Set aside a little dedicated time for this, the same way you would set aside time to coach an employee. The people getting incredible results from AI are not luckier than you. They trained their AI one correction at a time, while everyone else kept starting over from scratch. Skill number 6, build feedback loops. This is the thinking pattern that separates the most productive AI users from everybody else. A feedback loop just means AI can check its own work without you standing in the middle. A year ago, if AI built you a web page, you had to go click every button yourself to see what was broken. Now, AI can open the browser itself, click the buttons, fill out the forms, catch what is broken, and fix it. No human in the loop until the end. And you can apply that same idea to work that has nothing to do with code. Say AI writes your content. Give it a second job. Grade that content against a rubric. Then a third job. Run a quality check. Then tell it, do not show me anything until it scores above 90% and every check passes. And it will actually loop. It will write the post, score itself a 60, notice the hook is weak, rewrite it, score it again, and only bring you the version that passes. You stop being the bottleneck. So keep asking yourself one question. Am I giving AI a way to judge its own output? Because if the answer is yes, it can improve without you. And that is where the real leverage lives. Skill number 7 surprises people. Write documentation. I know, playbooks, checklists, steps written down. It sounds like homework, but here's the connection. Documentation is context, and you already know from skill 3 that context is everything. Your written process is exactly what AI needs to actually do the work your way. So here's the exercise, and it might be the most valuable thing in this entire video. Find one thing you do more than 3 times a week. Preparing for sales calls, answering the same customer emails, building the weekly report. Now write down every single step, and I mean every step. Sales prep is not a step. Looking up the prospect on LinkedIn is a step. Checking their company news for something relevant is a step. Drafting the prep email is a step. Customizing the demo is a step. Once you have the full list, paste it into Claude and ask, how can I use AI to automate or streamline parts of this process? Walk me through it exactly. Do that once a week with a different process. Honestly, if you paused right now and did just this one exercise, you would get more out of it than out of the rest of this video. Skill number 8, understand AI agents. And do not let that term intimidate you, because underneath the buzzword, it is very simple. Here is the before and after. Before, you talked to AI all day and it talked back. It handed you drafts and bullet point to-do lists, and then you went and did all the actual work yourself. After, AI is hooked up to your actual tools, so it can do the work itself. That is the whole unlock. AI plus the apps you already use. And you can try it right now. Open Claude.ai. In the left sidebar, click Customize. You will see 2 options, Skills and Connectors. Click Connectors. Connectors are the tools. They let Claude use the apps you use every day. Connect Gmail, start a new chat, and say, summarize my 3 most urgent emails. Then watch it actually do it. From there, it grows fast. Claude can read your calendar, draft your replies, update your spreadsheets, pull answers out of your documents, create branded visuals in Canva. And when you are ready for more, ask AI itself. Say, here are the 5 tools I use most. How do I connect them to Claude? The moment your AI can act instead of just talk, you have an agent. That is all the word means. And skill number 9. This one is going to sound backwards. Stop trying to build an AI business. People get completely paralyzed by this. They think they have to learn everything about AI first, then launch some venture backed AI startup with a team of engineers. That is a brutally hard game. And here is the secret: you do not need to play it. The easier, faster path is this: take a business that already works, your own or any proven model, and put AI inside it. Remember the process audit from Skill 7? Run it across the whole business. Find the manual steps. Automate what can be automated. Streamline the rest. Suddenly, one person is doing the work of a team without hiring one. Look at content creation. Being a creator was a proven business long before AI existed. Make content, build an audience, monetize. Nothing new. But it used to take a whole team and a real budget to do it at scale. Today, one person with AI can brainstorm the ideas, write 30 hooks and pick the best one, script the videos, generate the images and B-roll, analyze what worked, and publish everywhere. Same old business model, brand new leverage. A boring business plus AI beats a shiny AI startup almost every time. So there they are, the 9 skills. Ask AI first. Verify what it tells you. Feed it real context. Learn from AI before you pay the expert. Train it like a new hire. Build feedback loops. Document your processes. Hook AI up to your tools. And put AI into a proven business instead of chasing a shiny new one. Now, notice what is not on that list: coding, a computer science degree, anything technical at all. It is 9 habits. That is the whole separation. Because the people who get rich in the AI era will not be the ones who knew the most about AI. They will be the ones who built these habits while everyone else was still Googling. If this helped, hit like and subscribe. And tell me in the comments which of the 9 skills you are starting with this week. There is a lot more coming on this channel. See you in the next one.